Stretching is the best thing to do at the very end of your training, after kettlebells, after GBP, after running. And we will start with shoulder rotations. Elbows under the shoulders. Do it both ways, backward and forward. And then go to static, hold, contract your back. Try to put shoulder blades together. Push through your elbows. And you can hold it to 3 to 5 seconds. And you can repeat it 2 to 3 times. Next exercise, shoulder rotations but your arms straight, elbows locked, and also you do it both ways, forward and backward. Try to get a wide range of motion, try to go deep. And then next exercise also static, contract your back, stretch your abdominals. Then you do variation, you try to look on your left heel through your right shoulder, and to your right heel through your left shoulder. Now we're going to shoulder stretch, and here we should try to get to the back deltoid. See, I'm trying to find the best position where I can really get to it. The arm we're working on should be straight. And I'm pulling elbow down and try to get to back deltoid, trying to stretch it. Then rotations, and here I'm trying to stand on one shoulder on both toes and another arm just for balance, but weight concentrated on the shoulder. So you should do it with cautious, slow, should have a good feel of it. Now moving to legs, stretching our glutes and hamstrings. And just pull to the side, giving even better accent to your glutes. And you repeat the same thing with another leg. Now twist, cross stretching. So this exercise is great for your low back stretch. Important to breathe, and the target is to reach the floor by your elbow and knee. And you also do it both sides. Okay, so now right knee and left elbow, we're trying to put them on the floor, and breathing and trying to relax the low back and let the pelvis go, and that gives a great stretch to your low back. And now you're locking both knees, and here it's important to keep your back straight, keep your pelvis on the floor and shoulder blades together, back perfectly straight. You pull and hold 3 to 5 seconds, and you can repeat it also 2 to 3 times. Now this breathing exercise, and you do deep intake and you disconnect low back, but pelvis still on the floor, and then you exhale fully and try to flat your low back and touch the yoga mat with your low back. And you also can repeat it several times. Deep intake, contraction of the back, and then exhale and you flat your back and contract abdominals. And side check stretch for your low back. Next we move to the rollers portion, and first exercise with a small diameter firm flat wheel roller, and I'm using only for my upper back and middle back. It's great to release tension there after the snatch or long cycle. It's great for muscles between the shoulder blades, your rhomboids and the traps. And then we move to the spikes foam roller, and here we go from the top, from upper and middle back. As you can see now, working on the muscles from on the left from the backbone, on the right from the backbone, and then we move to the lower back. Contracted shoulder blades, curve the low back, made it flat, and roll the muscles. And then we keep moving lower now, glutes. Working with the right glute. Try to get to it connection on the top connection. Is one of the most tightest parts by experience of kettlebell sport, and you do both sides, and right and left. And moving lower hamstrings now, all the way from under the knee to upper connection, where the hamstring and glute meets. And you see I kind of getting the inner portion and out portion of the hamstring, and also do it for another leg. And shank muscles now. And both sides, both legs. Next we move to IT band. Yeah, it's a very important muscle to roll and stretch, lots of tension there. And I move to my quads right after it. Quads, and also try to get all of them inner part and upper connection right by iliac crest. And then the same thing for another side, another leg. Going IT band and going to quads. And accent on upper connection. Done with the rollers. Now legs. Important to start from your toes. Massage them a little bit. It's always nice to keep muscles warm. They react on stretching better this way. And we start with the stretch of your low legs, shanks, and I here grab my feet from inside and then from the top. Also grab my foot from inside and from the top. I'm locking my knee also by other arm. Now we're reaching to the one side, to another side. Going forward, that's a good stretch for your pelvis cups. Ideal target is to be able to lay all the way to the mat and touch the mat by your stomach, but it's a serious work. Now more work on your glutes, and here we grab the leg tight, pull it to our chest as tight as we can, and trying to straight our back the best we can. It's really getting to your glutes. This way also we stretching our ankle and knee and hamstring. This way hamstring of the right leg here. Switching sides. Grab the leg tight, hold it on your chest, and try to straight your back the best you can. Important to keep breathing. Always, every exercise you do, never stop the breath. Intake through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Good hamstring stretch, and this accent with leaning to the side makes the stretch even deeper. Switching sides. Now quads, especially this move of the knee in and out, giving a nice touch and stretch it even deeper. And complement it with the hamstring stretch of opposite leg. And now switch. Now the right quad stretch. And the left hamstring. Now more difficult version of it when we're stretching both of quads. Also it's good not only for the lower connection around the knee, but also for upper connection around your pelvis, and that's a good stretch to improve your rack position and helping you to keep your legs straight. This exercise as well. You see, it's important to push your pelvis as far forward as it's possible and get a straight line of your hip and the trunk, or even have pelvis ahead of your knees. Now a little bit of a feet massage with the fists, lots of tension there. Might be especially after lots of jerks or long cycles when you're going on your toes so often. And now laterals, stretching. And giving accent to the left and to the right side. Back straight. Now cat and cow exercises here, full exhale and bend back, and now contracted back, best posture you can. And Jason Dolby stretch, cross stretching, pelvis going one side and opposite elbow going to the ground. And you also can repeat it 2 to 3 times. Cat and cow, and then Jason Dolby stretch, left and right side. And coming closer to the final stage of the stretching, now legs together, straight. This way we're stretching most the lower back and hamstring when the hands on the feet. And now with elbows under the shoulders, a bit going more to your middle back and upper back. And with your arms resting on your head, you're stretching your neck. So this way you fully stretch all of the muscles behind you, on your back, on your neck. You also can kind of give some accent and touch and try to touch the floor with your left elbow, right elbow. Try to touch both of your knees with your forehead. Breathe, chin resting on the chest. Relaxed. Chin staying on the chest, pelvis moving forward. And that's a transaction to your shoulder stretch again, front deltoids and the low back. Till you finally will take a horizontal position. Stretch like in the bed. Legs straight, arms straight. Now accent to the one side and another side, straight legs, and you're rising left and right side of your pelvis. Then at the end, advanced stretch. Try to reach the floor with your toes. And here also try to move left and then right. Support your pelvis with your arms. And then try to straight one leg and another, switching them. You can do it several times. And then your knees resting on your forehead, and even can go ahead of your forehead towards the floor. Straight legs and toes forward, backward. And nice and smooth. Get back on the mat, stretch legs, final stretch. More work on the glutes and legs. Switching sides. That's a final exercise of my stretching routine. And when stretching is done, it's recommended to take a warm relaxing shower or 5 to 10 minutes in sauna for complete relaxation and rest after your training. Thank you for watching and good luck.
Whew.